Number one, multiple selection. A bacteria population is growing exponentially with a growth factor of 1/5 each hour. By what growth factors does the population change each half hour? Select all that apply. So, in this case, it says hint, use 1 as the initial value. So when I plug into my exponential growth formula, it's going to be y equals 1 times 1/5 to the power of x. X in this case is going to be number of hours. So if I have half hours, if I have to convert half hours to hours, if I want to convert half hours, hours. So for example, 2 half hours is equal to how many hours? 2 half hours is equal to 2 divided by 2, or 1 hour. Okay? 3 half hours is equal to 3 divided by 2, or 1.5 hours, right? 4 half hours is equal to 2 hours. So if I have a number of half hours, I take the number of half hours and divide them by 2, and that tells me my x value. So if I want the equation per half hour, it's going to be 1 times 1/5 to the power of, I'm going to use h this time, but it's going to be 1 times 1/5 to the power of h over 2, where in this case, h is the number of half hours. So to find the growth factor, I have to play that game that I played in some of the lessons algebraically. So I have to take this. I have to take the h over 2, and I have to break that down like this. So I have to take h over 2 and break that down into 1/2 times h. Okay? Once I do that, the number that's in the parentheses, that is my growth factor per half hour. So that's 1/5 to the power of 1/2, which is choice E. Okay? So choice E is one of the answers. There is one more answer, though, because one of the things we learned, I know this is Unit 4, but one of the things we learned in Unit 3, that a power of 1/2 is equivalent to a square root. So 1/5 to the power of 1/2 is the same as the square root of 1/2, because a power of 1/2 is the same as a square root. So that is choice A. So the answers to this question are both choices A and E.